If you are hearing this, you need to listen carefully. Do not panic. Do not turn away from the screen. You may think you're safe, but that's the first mistake you've made. Whatever you do, don't look around the room. Not yet. You need to understand something before you do. You need to know what's coming. If it's midnight, if the air is still, if you're alone, you've already crossed into something far worse than you can imagine. But you're not alone. Not really. Something's been watching you, waiting for the right moment to show itself. And if you're holding this video in your hands, you've already invited it in. Some people say it starts with a voice. You hear it at night, soft, almost like a whisper. But it's not a voice you recognize. It calls your name, but not in the way someone you know would. It's deeper, it's colder. It's a voice that doesn't belong to anyone you've ever met. The voice knows your secrets. It knows what you fear, what you love, and what you regret. It speaks to you when you least expect it, and each time it calls, you feel a chill run down your spine. You try to ignore it. You tell yourself it's just your imagination, but it isn't. It's real. You might hear it while you're lying in bed, trying to sleep, or maybe it's just after you wake up, disoriented, unable to remember how you fell asleep in the first place. But wherever you are, wherever it happens, it will come for you. At first, the voice will sound like a distant echo, a murmur from the other side, and just when you start to convince yourself it's nothing, it will speak again. If it calls your name a second time, you're no longer safe. The whisper is no longer a trick of the mind. It's something else entirely. The voice doesn't care about you, not the way you think. It doesn't want your attention. It wants your memory. The moment you listen, the moment you respond, it knows everything about you. Your memories, your weaknesses, your past. It can pull them all away piece by piece until you're nothing but an empty shell. This isn't a dream. This isn't a prank. It's called memory drain. Those who experience it start to forget small things at first. Names, places, faces. The more it whispers, the more you lose. You won't even notice it happening at first. You'll think you're just forgetting like everyone does. But you'll be wrong. It doesn't stop there. As you lose memories, the voice becomes more familiar. It starts calling your name more often. Sometimes it calls from within your own thoughts, as if it's inside your head. You'll try to ignore it, but it's relentless. It won't stop until it has taken everything you hold dear. And each time it calls, the voice grows stronger, louder, closer. The worst part, you'll never be able to trace where it's coming from. Not truly. You'll search your home. You'll check every room. You'll check the locks on your windows and doors. You'll even check the dark corners of your mind, hoping to find some explanation, some way out. But there is no escape. The voice is already inside you. It knows everything. It's been inside you all along. If you find yourself waking up and your surroundings feel different, if your reflection doesn't quite look right, that's a sign it's starting to take hold. If the voice calls to you from the other side of a door, from under your bed, or from the shadows of your room, do not open the door. Do not investigate. Do not go looking for it. In 2015, a woman named Clara heard the voice for the first time. She was at home alone, just like you. The voice called her name softly at first, so faint she almost thought it was the wind. But when it called again, she could no longer ignore it. She tried to laugh it off, thinking it was just her mind playing tricks. But the voice persisted. It grew louder, more persistent, until it demanded an answer. When Clara finally spoke, the voice whispered something only she could understand. I know what you've done." Clara thought she was dreaming. She thought she had fallen asleep. But the next morning she woke up with no memory of the night before. She forgot the conversation. She forgot the voice. She thought it was all in her head. But the people around her started to notice something. She had changed. Her eyes, once full of life, now looked dull. Her smile, once warm, now looked forced. And the things she had once remembered so clearly began to slip away. One day, Clara couldn't even remember her own name. She couldn't remember her friends, her family, or anything that had ever mattered to her. All that was left was the voice, always whispering from the darkness, and it didn't stop there. Clara's life continued on, but it wasn't hers anymore. The voice had taken her place, gradually consuming everything she once was. The memories that remained were twisted, false. Everything she thought was real was now a shadow of what had once been. And it wasn't long before Clara realized she wasn't just forgetting. She was becoming nothing. If you feel a sense of unease, if you feel like something isn't right about your reflection, or if you've started hearing strange sounds, know this: you're not alone. The voice is inside your home. It's waiting for you to acknowledge it. And when you do, it will know everything. It will take everything. The longer you ignore it, the stronger it gets. And when it finally speaks to you again, it won't be asking questions. It will be telling you things you wish you didn't know. Things about your past, about your secrets, about everything you've ever tried to bury. If you're hearing this, you've already made a mistake by letting it get this far. You've crossed the line, just like Clara did. But you still have a chance to save yourself. Follow the rules. Don't speak. Don't look. Don't listen. And for God's sake, don't call back. You're not alone. The voice is waiting for you. It always has been.